Not knock everything over trying to do a video here. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Vocast. I'm your host, Drew. We've got yet another reaction and analysis today. Today, we are going to be reacting to and breaking down the Bass Gang's cover of Hooked on a Feeling featuring Tim Faust. So, Bass Gang boys, this is what you guys have been up to. I'm excited to hear this. This is going to be my first time reaction to this. I'm going to give you a brief explanation of how this video is going to work, then we're going to get started. So for those who have not been to my channel yet, hi, I'm Drew. I'm a bass baritone singer of several years and I play several instruments. And what I do is I help try to build your appreciation for music through breaking down and reacting to music, as well as interviewing singers, songwriters, and instrument players. The way this video is going to work is there will be a first time reaction portion where I react to the video, genuine reaction, and there will be no stopping or pausing. Brief break, then we'll come back. There will be a breakdown portion where I analyze what's going on in the music. With that said, let's jump into the reaction. Alright folks, so we have returned. This is going to be the first time reaction portion of the video, and we will go from there. I'm excited. Let's go.
I can't stop this feeling deep
A flat,
inside of me.
1.
Girl, you just don't realize what you
So much
do to me.
grungy bass. I love it.
When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's
This is crazy already.
I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy. Taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine.
Woohoo!
You, girl, but I don't need no cure. I'll just stay a victim if I can for sure.
The guys are having so much fun. Look at them.
Good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling.
Low bass singing in a tenor range.
That you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling.
Nice.
Think you're in love with me.
Ooh, that chord.
All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a
Woo!
I'm high on believing you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Casper.
Yeah, I'm hooked on a feeling.
Woo, man. Whoa. I was not expecting any of that. I was not expecting the vibe it was given, or it was going to give. I was not expecting it to be just that crazy cool. I was not expecting the E flats in there, the E flat ones. But then again, it is the Bass Gang, so I can't really act like it's not gonna come. So there's a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna try to cram it into 30 minutes, but we'll see where we're at. So transition piece, I will see you over there in the reaction, or excuse me. I will see you over there in the breakdown portion. Alright folks, welcome to the breakdown analysis portion where I show you what's going on in the music. We're going to jump to the beginning and we're going to listen to this over again and I'll see what I can draw your attention to.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. I can't stop this.
So what they're doing at the beginning with the ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, there's two things going on there. The first one is that some of them are over darkening a little bit, and what I mean by that, over darkening is whenever you, for lack of better terms, make your voice sound darker, and this is typically done with your tongue position. So if you bring your tongue back to closer to the roof of your mouth and closer to towards the back of your mouth, you will get this more artificial darkness sounding portion of your voice. So instead of going see what I mean? So if you really do it hard, you do so you add a lot of cavernousness to that sound, if that makes sense. So they're doing that. They're also using a little bit of fry scoops in here to kind of lead in the ooga ooga chakas. So ooga 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 chaka, ooga 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 chaka. So that really adds a little bit of effect. And the way it does that is that you have the original, where it's almost meant to sound like a caveman. And whenever you do that, this is kind of paying homage to the original in that sense. So
This feeling
there was an A flat in chest from someone in the background. Almost positive it's Tim.
deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
That was a full unison D flat C sharp 2 for a split second there. All 5 of them were eyes.
What you do to me.
Oh no, it was unison, but they weren't all on the second octave. I think one of them would have been on the octave up. But nice. There's so much wonderful blending going on in the background with the BGVs.
What you do to me. When you hold.
There's so much richness in all the bass here. Of course, you've got a saturation of bass with the bass game because you've got 4 bass singers. But despite the fact that they're all bass singers, you've got such a wonderful blend of higher parts, lower parts, mids. You can't go wrong with the bass game because they've got lows, of course, but they have also got the highs. And it's pretty crazy to think that a bass singer who sings in the depths like us is able to sing that high. It's pretty crazy. And whenever you take a wonderfully blended cover and you make it a cappella, it's just that much more of a display of skill and talent when it comes to singing.
In your arms so tight, you let me know
suspension in there.
Right.
F4 from Jeff there. F4 from Tim there. Huh? Yep, so F4, and that's in full chest. And need I remind you, Tim is a low bass, which it's not that often that you hear a low bass that has an F4 in chest that clean without straining.
I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love.
So many higher and middle parts going on in the background, and it's blended so well. It's just it goes together in harmonic soup. Ear candy, folks. Listen to these BGVs as Tim's carrying this wonderful high lead.
Love with me.
In the beatboxing, there is a cowbell-like effect going on. It's not like a rim tap. It's more cowbellish. Listen for it on the offbeats.
You're in love with me.
So it's almost like a tick-tock, I guess you could say, from a clock. E flat 1 chest fry from Tim there. Solid stuff, man. Solid stuff. Peter. So a F5 G5 in head voice. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's almost what they did there, I believe, is what they call an Aeolian cadence, where it goes bum, bum, bum. So it goes from one, it goes higher in pitch as you go up. And an Aeolian cadence is typically used to induce excitement in a musical performance. So an Aeolian cadence is a lot like, there's basically, what happens in an Aeolian cadence is it's basically the ending of a musical performance, and it's supposed to feel very jovial, very exciting, very boom, 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 you know, at the very end of a piece. And the Bass Gang does some of these, and they're done very well, because if you're going to do an Aeolian cadence that's not at the end of a song, you have to be careful, because it can sound very out of place if not executed correctly. So, executed perfectly in this case, guys. Nice job. So, in this case, instead of going up another pitch to like an A flat, like I just sang in head voice there, they actually go down, and pretty much everyone else cuts out, so that way Tim can do his E flat 1 chest fry. There was an E flat 2 in the background somewhere from one of the members of the Bass Gang, or all. It could be either one.
As sweet as candy.
Ooh, dibba-dibba-dibba-doo. Listen to that run that Tim did. Hello.
Lips as sweet as candy.
That is such a complicated line. Listen to that.
Lips as sweet as candy.
That is so cool.
Lips as sweet as candy.
That is so complicated. I love it. One more time. Let's listen to this E flat 1 chest fry.
Lips as sweet as candy. Taste is on my mind.
Crazy.
Girl, you got me thirsty.
Of course, you got the Bass Gang guys echoing. That is a monstrous sub there, Bobby. Nice work. Like, Tim's E flat chest fry is great, but that is probably the most monstrous E flat I have ever heard. Gotta love it. Guys, I have to pause the recording here because my battery is running low on my camera. I'll be back with you shortly. Hello. I have returned. Sorry about that. Logistical error on my end. But we are back. So, let me back up a couple times and see what I'm going to see if I can try to remember what I was talking about.
You got me thirsty for another cup of wine.
Ooh, okay, so that's what it was. I was talking about how monstrous that subharmonic sounded. Bobby, that is probably your best subharmonic recorded. My personal opinion, at least, but nice work, man.
But from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I'll just stay a victim if I can for sure.
Listen to the higher BGVs here. That is ridiculous how coordinated you have to be for that. It is ridiculous how high all of these bass singers can sing.
Alone, keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on.
Woo-hoo! Listen to all those bell tones there in very rapid succession.
Turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
E flat 4 from Tim here. So he's been doing a lot of higher stuff in this on his lead. Pretty atypical for Tim here, but it's not to say that he can't do it, and it's not to say that he can't do it well. It's just you don't see it as much, given that he's a bass singer.
That you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling.
Let me just say the visuals are on point with this too. It very much matches the vibe of the song.
I think you're in love with me.
Ooh, that's a suspension chord, if I remember correctly.
You're in love with me.
There's a B. There's a regular B in there when this is more of a B flat chord. Listen to that.
I think you're in love with me.
There's a B in there, and that note doesn't belong within the triad of the chord, so it creates this crunchy suspension. I love it.
All the good love.
They don't actually resolve it here, because whenever you have a note that doesn't belong within the triad of the chord, typically they will resolve it to another chord where they'll move from the note that's making the chord crunchy, and then it'll move to another pitch, and then the chord will sound less crunchy. It'll sound more smooth, and it'll be almost like a sigh of relief when you hear it. Power of silence, by the way. Side note for that. And so they don't resolve it here. They just go to silence.
All the good love when we're all alone.
And the 4 guys from the bass gang are all on unison here. Remember when I told you that unison is whenever you sing the same notes all together? So if whether it be 2 people, 10 people, 100 people singing in unison, they're all singing the same notes within their respective keys, or they're all singing the same part regardless.
Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on.
Nice. It's an A1 in chest there, and it's pretty resonant too. Ooh, there's a nice low note of the, like after his chest A1 there. Let me see what I can figure out what it was. E flat 1. These visuals are perfect, guys. Nice, Tommy. Listen to these BGVs, guys. They're all high. They sound wonderful. You gotta love it. Nice appearance there, Casper. Adding to the comedic effect of the music video. Woo! Hello. Tim belted really high there. He's up at a B flat 4, and that's really freaking high for a low bass. I skipped ahead. My bad. Yeah. So he went to an A4 chest. He almost went to a C5 in chest, which would be freaking ridiculous for a low bass. So he has, I'm pretty sure you can kind of hear the transition into head voice here. Yeah, there's a little bit of a crack there. That's where your I don't remember the word for it off the top of my head, but that's the transition point from his chest voice into his head voice. So he's basically up there at a B flat 4 and transitioning into head voice to go into the 5th octave. And I was going to say, if a low bass has a C5 in chest, then I'm just going to go sell everything I have. Well, I'm not actually going to do that, but you get the point. Like, it's extremely rare to have a low bass that can sing that high, especially reliably. And then there's the head voice. So notice how head voice, his singing here sounds, it doesn't sound weak. It just sounds a little more, not a little bit, it sounds a lot brighter compared to the way he normally sings. That's typically a characteristic that you'll find in basically every head voice ever used, ever. And totally normal. It's going to sound bright and airy whenever you're using head voice, because the placement of the sound that's coming out of you is higher up. It's literally in your head. That's why it's called head voice. And then they just start fading it out and drawing the volume down and bringing it down to a point. Guys, this was fantastic, and I was not expecting such a masterpiece. Guys, Casper, Tommy, Peter, Marwan, Bobby, I don't know how you guys kept this a secret for so long, but my socks have officially been blown off. So, nice work. I want more people to hear this, because I know this was a dream come true for a lot of you guys out there, and I know for a fact that it was a dream come true for all the bass gang guys. This is awesome. Like, crazy cool. I'm going to listen to this again off camera, because I just can't soak in enough of the detail that went into the BGVs, the harmonies, the rhythm of it. Oh, it's such ear candy. I love it. All right. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you like the content and you're new to the channel, I would appreciate a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about the new song. And if I'm bringing you musical enjoyment and knowledge, I would appreciate it if you would throw me a subscription, hit the bell, make sure you're notified whenever I upload a video. Also, if you are considering taking your contribution to the channel to another level, I would encourage you to check out my Patreon. This allows you to further support the channel through financial means. You can start as little as $3 a month or as high as $10 a month. I'm looking at creating a $20 a month plan at some point in the near future, should anyone have the desire to give that much to the channel. So, with that said, I will drop my information in the description if you want to support the channel or follow us on social media. And yeah, this has been Drew on the Vocast. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.